Magic fans, I'm Beef, and welcome back to another Historic Brawl gameplay video, this time featuring a Saint Elenda deck. Saint Elenda is a card from the latest Alchemy set, and I'd never heard of her before until I was looking for a new commander to play. I don't think I've seen anyone play her, either as a commander or in the deck at all, so I thought I'd give it a go. And you might be put off by that 7 mana cost, but that's actually not too bad with the way we've built the deck. So what is Saint Elenda? So it's a 7 mana 4/7 with lifelink, and has whenever she ETBs, conjure a card of your choice from Saint Elenda's spellbook into your hand. You may cast that card this turn without paying its mana cost. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain life this turn, create an XX white avatar creature token, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. So she comes down, you get a card which you can play for free, and then you get that white avatar token if you gain life. So there's 4 cards to choose from, and you always get the same choice of 4 cards, and they all gain you 4 life, which is really good. And they also have other things. So there's Faith Fetters, it's enchant permanent. Enchant permanent can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. To be honest, this is the one you're picking the most, because it's really good at getting blockers out of the way or troublesome attackers. And it's really, really good against Planeswalkers because their loyalty abilities count as activated abilities. But there are other ones you can choose. So we also have Inspiring Cleric, which is a 3/2. When ETBs, you gain 4 life. Invoke the Divine, destroy target artifact or enchantment, gain 4 life. I have done this a couple of times, mainly to get rid of opponents, say Swiftfoot Boots, or other troublesome artifact or enchantment. And then Ritual of Rejuvenation, you gain 4 life, draw a card. The Ritual and the Invoke the Divine are both instants, which is relevant if you flicker the Saint and she comes back on your end step. Because you can only play them for free on that turn, you probably want to get an instant so you can immediately draw a card or destroy an artifact or enchantment. So due to her ability, the name of the game, one is Ramp, because we want to get to that 7 mana as quick as possible, and then Lifegain to make those tokens as big as possible. So I've split the deck up into sections. So the first one is Ramp, and we pretty much have every single mana rock. We've got Perlmudan as a cost reducer, Burnish Heart to get a couple of lands, same with Solemn Simulacrum. We have Gilded Lotus, Nyx Lotus, Smothering Tithe I put in here because it gets you treasures. But the one I think the reserve special mention are Father of Galadriel, which calls you to draw extra cards if you have no cards in hand, which is good. But if you gain life while you have 5 or less life, you gain twice that much life. So if you are nearly dead, you get double life, and obviously that will make those avatar tokens from the Saint bigger. And Pristine Talisman, taps are colourless, but you gain 1 life as well. So it's great to trigger all your life gain payoffs, but also again, if you use the Pristine Talisman to cast Saint Elenda, those tokens are going to be a 5/5, at a minimum, assuming you cast the card you've drafted. So next up we have those life gain neighbours and payoffs. So Guide of Souls, Soul Warden, gain life when creature ETB. Soul Warden is any creature, not the shores. Guide of Souls, you get an energy as well, and then you can pay 3 energy to put 2+1/+1 counters and a flying counter on an attacking creature, which is great to get over the top, especially something like Elenda, making it a 7/10 flying lifelink. Ocelot Pride has lifelink first strike, and you create a 1/1 white cat creature token, end your turn. If you have Seat's Blessing, meaning you have 10 or more permanents, you create 2 of them. Voice of the Blessed, everyone knows. Spying Overseer, Priest of Ancient Law, pretty much exactly the same card. When the ETBs, you gain life and draw a card, but the Overseer has flying. Book of Resorted Deeds, if you gain 3 or more life in a turn, you create a 3/3 Angel. Cigar Spenders and Cosmos Elixir are kind of similar. Cigar Spenders a bit wordy, but when ETBs, note your life total, so let's say 20. Beginning of your upkeep, draw a card if your life total is greater or equal to the last noted life total, then note your life total. So if, let's say 20, if you're at 20 next turn, you draw a card. Otherwise you do nothing. But when you cast a white spell, you gain a life, so that's a good way to get life. And Cosmo Elixir works similarly but your life's greater than your starting life title, but if it's not, you do gain 2 life and scry 1. So Cerise, Slayer of Fear, a 5 mana 5/5 first strike lifelink. Being in your post-combat main phase, if you gain life, seek a card with the highest mana value among cards in your library with mana value less than or equal to the amount of life you gained. So if you gain 5 life, it's going to seek a 5 mana card. And then Crescent Sunmare, the horse bit isn't relevant, but at the end of at the beginning of each end step, if you gain life, any amount of life, you create 5/5 white horse creature token, which will have indestructible. And next up, we have some interaction. The thing with the Saint Elenda being 7 mana, it is quite slow, so we run a lot of interaction with our opponents, such as from Curse of Silence, which taxes any card, but it will be their commander, to sweepers like Final Showdown, Wrath of God, Sunfall, Farewell, to spot removal, Swords of Plowshares, Path of Exile, Get Lost, Ossification, to Mana Tithe, which is a white counterspell, and Reprieve just bounces a spell to your hand and you draw a card. Seal of Existence, enchantment-based removal, and Witch Enchanter plays land, but it also destroys artifacts and enchantments if it comes down as a creature. Next up, we have a few token multipliers, because if we have these when Saint Elenda comes down and creates those avatar tokens, we're going to get more of them. Noid Procession doubles them up, Mondrak doubles them up, and this is any tokens, whereas Ohir-Tak triples them, but it's only creature tokens, and Ohir-Tak can come back as a land when it dies. And next up, finally, we just have good stuff. Ephemerate and Teleportation Circle are ways to flicker at Saint Elenda to get that ETB trigger again, which is great. Lane of Sanctity, it's good because obviously it gives you hexproof, which is relevant, especially against hand disruption, but also it acts as 2 white pips for Nykthos and Nyx Lotus, which is great ways to ramp out Saint Elenda. Bishop's Farmhand, make sure we hit a land drop. Flower in the White Tree, buffs all our creatures and our legendary creatures and gives them walled. Swiftfoot Boots, giving Elenda haste, being able to come down, cracking for 4 means you're going to get a even bigger avatar token. Teferi's Abstraction is just a please save me. Alaline, just a very powerful creature, and because you're getting multiple creatures on the battlefield, you can gain multiple life from some of your life gain creatures. Mithril Crow, in its equipment and creature has indestructible, but also has flash, and when it ETBs, you attach your target legendary creature you control, so you can flash this in and attach it to Saint Elenda with removal. One ring, just very, very powerful, and obviously that life loss is not an issue in our deck at all. Baneslayer Angel, a 5 mana 5/5 flying first strike lifelink, and a protection from demons and dragons. So again, a great way to get extra life for the Saint, and just a very, very powerful card. And a Myriad's Call, plays a land, but then you can create 2 4 white angel creature tokens, and all your other creatures gain indestructible at end of turn. And then mana base, 37 planes, 1 Aganjo, 1 Nykthos. So we do have 41 land. We have 39 lands, and then 2 MDFCs in Witch Enchant and a Myriad's Call. You could really drop a land down to 40, maybe even to 39, but you need to make sure you hit a land drop. If you miss a land drop, you're going to be in trouble. And another way you could build this deck as well is because you're ramping so much for the Saint, you could go bigger creatures like the Eldrazi, Portal to Phyrexia, which probably would work, but I quite like having the Saint be the big finisher, and it's a very powerful card. I had a great time playing this deck, which is for a card I didn't know about until this morning. Kind of surprising, and it's surprisingly powerful as well. Hope you all enjoy it. If you do, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my gameplay. So is this the Planeswalker version? Yes. We have Ramp, and Esper Sentinel's just a great card. And Cosmo Elixir can hopefully draw us more cards. Put this on white. Swing in. Take that. Let's play out a Cosmo Elixir. Cosmos, sorry, not Cosmo. It's not a cocktail. Cigar Spend is another great way to draw extra cards. Gets attacked. Maybe Star for Completion is a pretty good card for this deck, the amount of life we gain.
Let's dig over here. This isn't playing worth. You should quit now.
Get down the circle. We are one land away from being able to cast Saint Elenda, and then we can Faith fetters their commander.
We can all learn.
Right, let's do this. Please don't have monetize. And now we get this and destroy their staff. Shouldn't have. We should have been able to cast it before that.
I hope you're ready to lose.
Yeah, we should have been able to cast that before the avatar resolved. Well, at least we'll definitely draw with Cigar the Spender. I say...
You're about to be...
Maybe not. Well, yeah, we will.
Now it's my
Well, that
turn.
sucks.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Well, they're pretty good draws. We have 6 planes. Let us get lost the Gideon.
Count on a rematch.
I'm going to take Faith Feather for next turn to use their Wandering Emperor.
We must protect the people.
So, I might just final showdown. Da, 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 da. Yeah.
Our swords will cross again.
How much is it going to cost? 3. Why didn't it let us do it before the avatar trigger was old? But at least next turn we can Faith Feathers and that gain 8. Maybe Faith Feathers something that we need to. Or not at the moment. And I will just... How much do I have? I have 4 left, don't I? We will get rid of the Celestus and a Plains. Oh, Doomscar, that's not good.
Discoveries are around every corner.
We can replay Elenda. then I will blow up their Guardian Idol. We'll get rid of one of the rituals and a ley line and a book.
You wanna go, tough guy? Let's go.
We can Faith
Oh,
Feathers
it's
the
you
Chandra.
burning.
You're about to be.
That's annoying. What do they destroy? Yeah, that's understandable. Let's start growing the voice. Three, four, five. Ma. Unless I can draw a 2-mana white source instant. Ooh, don't need to. Perfect. Let's start hitting for a lot. I could ephemerate, but I don't think we really need to. I think having Ether Flux Reservoir would have been fun as well.
Another piece to the
Yeah, they can kill at 6/6. But we can ossification the Flage. Play out the Lotus. Play out ossification. Get rid of their Flage. And let's just play this out. Wish I had some Graveyard here to get rid of that Throes of Chaos. Only a 5/5 this time. Boo.
You're about to be Mister.
So what I'll do, ephemerate the Elenda. Get her face feathers. I won't rebound that. And I'll seal the appraiser. We still have a ton of mana, don't we? I'll just swing in. They have one blocker, which will be enough, annoyingly. They need to find a board wipe. That won't do it.
It's just gonna be bad for you.
We do still have a 14-14 in the air. There we go. A long, drawn out, but not particularly close game. Well, lane on a Sanctuary is pretty good. It means we have hexproof if they want to, but in green and white, there's probably not much we're being targeted with. Obviously, if we draw a Nykthos, then that'll be really good. We will ramp. Next turn, we can get on the Overseer, and then we're only one more land away after that. There's the land. Let us play out Overseer. Might as well play that out then. Do exactly the same thing. If they want to attack with Kellen, I have no issue double blocking. They might have a trick or something. Which if they do, I'm not that fussed about. I think we just draw a card. Drawn a lot of land, which is kind of annoying. The Lotus enters tapped as well. At least we can get it down this turn. And I can get down the Radical Legends and the Lotus. Yep. I think our opponent saw the writing on the wall. We would recast Elenda. Not sure what we'd have got. Maybe the disenchant one and maybe hold it up to take out if I had another Journey to Nowhere style removal. So we have a lot of ramp. We do need an extra land for our Power Stone, but we're on the play, so hopefully we draw it. Play Medallion turn 2. And then so hopefully we have the land for the Power Stone on turn 3. But if not, we can play out the Boots. Or Heliod, or Flowering of the White Tree. That's not the land. We have enough of them. They're going to be able to draw a lot of cards because we obviously don't have any blocker down, but we can Ossification Tovolar. That's... well, we will play out the land. They might have... that's how I thought they might have a artifact destruction. If we draw a land, we can play out Saint Elenda. We don't draw the land, but We can get out. No, get out key, and I think we have to ossification the Rahilda. Let's get their judgment, and we will discard the Heliod, I think. And next turn we can play Elenda, and then I think we can be able to equip the boots as well. Yeah, we will. They're going to be able to equip the boots. But we're now going to be able to do pretty well ourselves. Destroy their boots. Attach our boots. And then swing in. Crate an 8/8. Yep. It's not bad at all. And then we can seal from existence something. Well, we'll play out the flower under the white tree, play out file, and then let's seal that big old hound tamer. And yeah, we were going to crack in for 6, gain 6 life, create a 6/6. Just pull away essentially. Bit of ramp, bit of removal. Would prefer more playables. Hope we might be able to hit a Day of Judgment with Key to the Archive. But basically we're one land, but we're no lands away from being able to play Elenda once we get everything out. What do we find? Day of Judgment. I will discard a Cosmo Elixir. We could actually play Elenda next turn. Which we will do. Get Face Feathers, whack that on Chatterfang. Create a 4/4. Tries if they don't have removal. Blocks, we still do have a 4/4, and we're not that far away from being able to recast it. Let's get down our Voice of the Blessed. free play Elenda. They don't have any rats. But I don't like the look of that Piper of the Swarm. Play out the Soul Warden, and then play out. We will ossificate their Toski. That's a good draw. Still need another land for Elenda. But pretty soon the Voice of the Blessed is going to be, well, it's annoying. Okay, the Voice of the Blessed now is going to have Flying and Vigilance. They may not want to have done that, because it's only a few counters away from getting... few counters away from getting indestructible. Play feathers again. Whack down on Chatterfang. Hit in for 15. Oh, it's got reach. Didn't see that. Create a 9/9. Don't think that's going to do it. Obviously, Bash and Remembrance triggers loads, but we are at 1 million health. Minotaur not particularly useful. I think I should have taken Time Warp earlier. Marnotai for zero cost artifact just because we can. Up against Gix, so this is going to be quite a quick deck, I think. But we do have ramp, and ramping up the Farewell, I think, will be pretty powerful. And we are on the play. So next time we can get down keys to the archive. Probably discarding the Cosmo Elixir, or depending on what we draw. Well, okay, that's irritating. get rid of the Cosmo Elixir. So next turn we can play Elenda, or we can Wrath. I think I will Wrath. Well, it depends what they play out. Wow. I'm just going to wipe their board. Get rid of the Swiftfoot boots. Now, I imagine they can kill Elenda. Draw something good? That is not something good. Well, okay. Obviously they didn't have removal, which is odd in a mono black deck that relies on hitting your opponent. But we could have hit for 8 then, created another 4/4, maybe sent something they cast back to their hand, and maybe drawn some more action. So we've got ramp, we have removal for the Quake Mole. And hopefully we can get more ramp and lands up to Saint Elenda. So I like more land generally, but I like more land so that we can play a Ganjo as a removal spell against the Quake Mole. They mulligan quite a lot, down to 5. Coastal Heart on white. See, being in green-red, they might have artifact removal. Well, play out the Mind Stone, and then I'm going to hold up a Ganjo for their Quake Mole. Because assuming they have the land, which they do, they can give the Quake Mole haste by putting a +1/+1 counter on it. which now it's too big. Well, I guess that's been ossificationed. Yeah, that was a big whiff on my part. I suppose we didn't have anything else we could do, really. And now we do have enough mana for the Saint. And I'm going to destroy the Invigorating Hot Springs. Destroy. Well, that's irritating. We didn't gain life either. Do they have the land to replay the Quick Mole? I would really like a flicker spell. Doesn't give it a haste though. That does. All this land is getting annoying. What is it? I'm going to do this now, just to get another life. You know what? I am fine with not blocking. should block something. Do they spot the 1-1? Bold. Because we're at 27. I won't. Obviously, they can activate it, probably. Yeah. Well, now they can't. Although it does have lifelink, which is annoying. Thin our deck. I would really like a flicker spell. That's not a flicker spell. I don't have that much land, do I? Well, let's sacrifice this, draw a card. Might be useful. I wonder what they're holding up. You gain 11 life. You gain 22 life. Oops. Probably read what our opponent's cards do. Holy moly. Two more counters and the voice of the blessed becomes indestructible. So some will get through. Do we have an indestructible? Well, that's a problem. that was. Hello Magic fans and welcome back to the wrap up. So this is just a ridiculously fun deck to play, if not massively overpowered or powerful. So we played 14 times and out of those 14, 11 were on the play. The 3 we played on the draw we didn't win at all, which makes a change from usually it's the other way around. Like I said, it's just so much fun being able to get these big old creatures down or big old tokens, pacify your opponent's planeswalkers and creatures completely and just smash in. I think there are definitely improvements to the deck. I think something like Etherflux Reservoir, you're gaining so much life. You could be like, you'll be able to pay 50 life to kill your opponent. And I think Staff of Completion, the staff that lets you pay various amounts of life to do things like proliferate and draw cards and that kind of thing. Again, with life, it's not really going to be an issue. Maybe you could do with removing a land or two. You do need land to be able to cast your commander, obviously. But so many times, I was just enjoying land and land and land and land. There was one game where, even with I was drawing extra cards a turn from the Celestus, just lands and lands and lands and lands. And you get that a lot, but in a 41 card deck, land deck, you should be able to draw some other things as well. So, but really, really fun, quite powerful, not massively powerful, but also something very different. As I said in the deck tag, I've not seen anyone play this commander, either as a commander or in a deck before. So I really enjoyed it. Hope you all did. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.